Hi, my name is Joseph and welcome back to In Our Opinion. Now, the overarching goal of our show is to see what the teens of Vegas have to say and then get their voices out there. However, we're not the only ones doing it. Video production students at Canyon Springs High School were tasked with making a documentary on a topic of their choice. One student, however, took this as an opportunity to go above and beyond and share something that they were passionate about. Let's go ahead and take a look.
The project that I assigned was for the students to create mini documentaries where they were expressive and they chose whatever topic that they wanted to highlight as their documentary.
More than 1 in 3 high school students had experienced persistent feelings of sadness or hopelessness in 2019.
You have made a very interesting documentary. What's the topic?
Teen suicide, teen mental health.
What made you choose a topic like that, teen suicide?
I feel like we all have a story. I have a story, you have a story. And I wanted to see what kind of side effects this story might have.
A lot of students are struggling in being expressive or being able to communicate with adults about what they experience. And I think Chris's documentary exposes that.
Failure, I feel like, was a big motivator, but also a big, what's the opposite of motivate? Demotivator.
Demotivator.
Because there's that fear of failure, but I'm still being pushed by my fantastic teacher to finish it, and I'm being pushed from myself to try and pump out the best thing that I can. And I think this was my opportunity to try and win, I guess.
What age demographic were you shooting for while making this video?
Around 16, 15. Because, I mean, that's who I interview. So teenagers. I think subconsciously also parents. I want to show parents what their kids might be going through. Because some parents might not care. They might not want to ask their kids, or they just, sometimes it's an ignorance, or not an ignorance, but like it's a sweet bliss. So they don't know because the kids never said anything. It's more of just trying to get the kid to be at a better mental mind.
I did learn a long time ago from like a teacher is that he said at one point you'll come to a time in your life where you'll know someone that's committed suicide, and as sad as a thought of that being, that's real. That's definitely a real thing in people's lives, and something as heartbreaking as suicide is something that isn't talked about enough. And the more I see where you're coming from, definitely.
From family members to friends to somebody you might sit next to in class, I think they've all thought about how it might go down. And I think that it might surprise you who might really want to do it. And that's what shocked me.
You've done a great job at just hitting that mark. It's just you have something that you want to say, that you think is important, and you're going to put it out there, and you're going to do it in the way that you know how you can, and you're going to do a good job. Thank you so much. This has been very insightful as far as student creation. This is on the mark, what we're looking for. Thank you, Chris, for your time. Now, it's not lost on us that we talked about some more serious topics today, and we figured it best to end off with some resources for those that might need it. We went and talked with counselors at the CCSD Crisis Response Team to get their professional opinions on the matter. What are some things that you and your services provide that would help, that teens could reach out to themselves?
Absolutely. So one thing that the state of Nevada has is Safe Voice, which is any student, any parent, any community member can log on and type in something that they're concerned about, that their own student is having suicidal thoughts. What should they do? Someone will immediately contact them, and whatever services they need, they'll be put in touch with.
So Hope Means Nevada is an organization that's available for kids. Also, we have the national hotline, 1-800-273-TALK. You can reach out and call that number. We have 988, which is a national number now that, just like 911 is there for a medical emergency, 988 is for a mental health emergency. So if you're experiencing struggle and you need something, you can just dial 988 and say, I need some help right away. And I think the idea is to let students know you're not alone, that other people are going through similar things or have gone through this. And even if this is something new for you that you're going through, it can be very scary when you start to feel those feelings. But to realize that there are people that help you through it, and you can, and you will get through it if we can just know about it.
Whatever that student needs, we'll make sure we stay with that student until they get all the help they need.